I really don't know what to do. So I'm just gonna hop on this spin generator real quick, if I know how to type. And we're going to pick a topic to talk about. So let me go ahead and delete all these names real quick. And we're gonna put in the race car that I just sold. We'll put in some kind of career that I'm gonna be in, right? Career. All right, nice. And then we're going to talk about some fitness stuff. So let's see what this bin generator wants to pick. Race car, career. All right, we're going to talk about what I'm doing in my life right now. Hey, my name is Alex. You probably know that. And we're going to talk about my career today. But in all honesty, I really just wanted to talk about the race car that I just sold. But we're going to talk about my career today. I graduated college about almost 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years at like the middle of May. 2 years. Wow. Alex, what did you graduate with? Glad you asked. Entrepreneurship and marketing from the University of Houston and the Wolf Center for Entrepreneurship, which is the best program in the world. But we're gonna talk about my career that I have been doing. Before I joined college, everyone that is probably watching this knows me and my best friend Brady, we started Called Lifestyle. And over the years, since 2019, 2020, basically when COVID started, we went through a lot of changes, we went through a lot of switches, changed the logo, paused for a little bit, resumed, and now we're still working on it. I want to say Called Lifestyle is really business, but at the same time, it's also a passion project because we're not in a rush to make it $1 million company overnight. We just want to work on it, create some great pieces, express, how we feel about our lives through clothing. So make sure you give Called a follow if you haven't. We should be dropping pretty soon. Our 3rd year anniversary is coming up very shortly. Be on the lookout for that. Next, we have AKL Production. With AKL Production, I thought I wanted to take freelance full time. Photography, videography, editing, content, all of it. I wanted to create some cool stuff using equipment like this, equipment like the camera I'm recording with, and just a bunch of more equipment like a drone I have. I wasn't motivated to do business with it. Yes, I love using the camera. I love creating content and just other creative things, but I don't care to expand this side of my life. So I'm not gonna have random clients come up to me and be like, well, first of all, they wouldn't be random if they came up to me. It's probably referred by a friend or such. So basically what I'm saying is I don't want to advertise this business. I just want close friends and connections to ask me if I can do something for them and be like, yeah. Because I don't like finagling with the price of creating content for them. There's a lot of people that will, but I'm not just gonna market myself out there and try and get as much clients as I can because I'd rather work with someone I know if they want something done. So basically, photography and videography is a hobby of mine. Just like I am recording this video right now, not getting paid any money. I don't care, stress-free, just record content. So that was after college. I thought I wanted to do this. I realized I didn't. And now we are, let's go to November, October of 2022. Last year, about 7 months ago, 6 months ago, I and my other best friend, Johnny, we started a pressure washing business thinking that, we could make tens of thousands of dollars. Yes, we could have. It was just us punching in a bunch of numbers, purchased a truck and a big piece of equipment to make this business scalable. And after, maybe 2 or 3 months, we're like, oh man, was this the right decision for us to do? We really stayed connected with the business. We're like, okay, let's try to get some traction going. And there was no drive for this business. Yes, we could have made a lot of money. We've realized there's gotta be something better. Let's move on to where we are now. About 6 months ago, no, like 5 months ago in November, one of our close friends' mother, she's honestly a close friend to us too, me and Johnny. Joan is an amazing person. She invited us. Joan is like, back when all of the homies and all of our really close friends used to work at the water park. Our friend Israel, which y'all might have seen in my old YouTube channel, his mom was like the water park mom. She would always bring in snacks, food, always stop by, say what's up. She is a homie. So we would always somewhat stay connected. She would always, comment on my photos like, oh my gosh, Alex, congratulations, good job, blah, blah. So she invited us to one of her events at Kendra Scott. And we went, me and Johnny went because we wanted to give out business cards for the pressure washing business. And during our little meet and greets with other, people that are real estate agents, mortgage officers, and all that such, John was like, hey, y'all should get y'all's real estate license. Me and Johnny looked at each other, we're like, at this point of our lives, what could hurt? Literally, like, within the next 2 days for both of us, we both got our real estate courses online and started working hard on them. About like a month and a half, 2 months later, we both finally finished our courses. I took my course a little bit earlier and I passed it first try. And I was like, ain't no way. The pass percentage for this exam, the first try percentage is like 52% or something. I'll put a statistic right here. It is difficult. The test was nothing like the practice exams that I found online. And I found like 6 or 7 different practice exams, free ones, because I wasn't gonna pay for a practice exam. And they were nothing like the exam. And so you can guess, like, going into this exam, not getting any similar questions, maybe besides like a handful out of 120, 130, I'm just like, I'm screwed. I'm taking this exam and I'm over here highlighting every question I didn't know. You have to get like, I think a 70 or 80%, 75% maybe 80% higher or passing score. 130 questions. And there's 2 sections. The state's like 80 questions, or the national's like 80 questions, the state's like 40, 50 questions. And you gotta pass each by 80%. As I'm highlighting these questions, I'm like, oh, I have more highlighted than I had answers that I actually answered. I'm like, oh, I'm definitely screwed. So I finished my exam, walk into the proctor's room, like she hands me the papers for my scores. I'm like, thank you. Start walking to my locker, very down, figuring that I just failed both of them. I look at the paper and they both say, National Pass, State Pass. I turn around, there's a custodian in the testing center. She's like, did you pass? I'm like, I guess so. And so I was in shock. I was happy, but I was in shock. I'm like, ain't no way I passed this exam. Hop in my car, call my mom, call my dad, and I'm like, I passed this exam. I can't believe I passed it. But that was just the beginning of what I'm supposed to do now. So yes, I am a licensed real estate agent now. It was a journey to get my real estate license, but I didn't know if I would ever do this. Before I even thought about real estate, the reason why I never went into real estate is because I didn't know what being a real estate meant, or real estate agent meant at all. I literally thought, oh, you work for a company, you sell houses. I didn't know, like, actually being a real estate agent, it is entrepreneurial. And I feel bad because I would judge a lot of people that were real estate agents, like, oh, they're just another scumbag. No, a lot of real estate agents do want to help clients, get their dream homes. And I was so stuck on the idea that real estate agents were just another salesperson, kind of like car salesman. But no, real estate agents, honestly, now that I understand what it is, I can see myself doing it. That's why I'm doing it. You're really creating relationships to help people find their homes or sell their homes. There's a lot that goes into it. It's not just, hey, you want to buy this house? All right, boom, it's sold. No, there's a lot of legalities behind real estate. You have to have, the proper way to, communicate with real estate clients. And you have fiduciary duties to help people, keep things confidential. So I was like, dang, this sounds like something I could do. I like being organized. I like making sure I like following the rules. I love homes, homes when people live in them. This is a business where I can personally brand just who I am with different businesses that I have or have done and doing. So like with Called, it's a partnership between me and Brady. We can express ourselves as much as we want, but we have to make sure that we're delivering what we created the brand to stand for. And yes, that's a lot about me and Brady's personality, but there are some lines that we have to make sure it's filtered so we're in the same boat. Not filtered in a bad way, but like to make sure we're both saying the same message along with the brand. And along with photography and videography, I feel it's personable, but you're behind the camera the whole time. I love helping people with that, you know, kind of stuff with media. I also like being the face of something. So, real estate. I'm my own brand. I get to market the way I want to, following the legalities of Texas and, you know, nationwide. But I think it's gonna be fun. I get to meet new people, which helps me procure this like new skill of becoming less of an introvert. And I'm gonna say, like, during college, that's when I learned how to not be an introvert and just speak to people and become, you know, friendly, meet new people, whether I talk to them every day or whether I talk to them once a month. Like, it's great to just create connections. People will understand, like, oh, they're a nice person. And then boom, they remember that you take photos, or they remember that you have a clothing brand, they remember you do real estate. It's good to just connect. It doesn't hurt. A lot of people are stubborn to meet people because pride. I definitely went through a small phase of like, oh, I can't talk to a lot of people because I need to keep my circle tight. Yes, keeping your circle tight is important, but it doesn't mean you can't meet new people. You don't have to invite them to every single dinner you have with your buddies. Like, people are okay. They have their own groups of peoples, you know, their little circle, and I have my circle. But understanding that the network that I have is just people that I've touched. I don't know where I'm going with this, like I say every time, but I'm doing real estate now. And one thing that really raised my confidence in doing this is when people were asking me over the past couple months,
Alex, what are you doing now?
because it's a question you get a lot after you graduate college. What are you doing now? I am a real estate agent. Well, I would tell them I'm getting my real estate license. They're like, oh, I think you'd be really good at that. I never asked them for feedback. They're just like,
oh, I think you'd be good at it.
I can see myself doing good at it. And so now it's just about actually doing the stuff for real estate. So it's, you know, getting clients, calling people. And I don't want to see it as like a sales pitch to people. I really do want to help people get the home that they want. Because my mom and my dad went through this process last year, and I understand how difficult it can be because of, but I understand our agent was amazing. She had really thick skin when it comes to conversating with the other party. So I want to stand up for people to make sure that they get the deals that they want. I think I can do that. My dad taught me a lot when it comes to standing up for yourself and just being confident. And it doesn't mean you have to push people around. It just means standing your ground and making sure that people behind you know what's going on and you stand for them too. I would lie if I said if I recorded this in one take. I already did a whole 15-minute take on this video, but the mic was in like this suppression mode where it only picks up like deep vibrations of your vocals, so you kind of like blur out the wind. I don't need that, I'm indoors. I hope you guys kind of understand where I am now. I didn't mention this, but I am selling everything in the pressure washing business. Me and Johnny fell out of love with it, so we're like, you know what, we're selling it. We're selling this, and we're selling this. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit up my socials. I just burped. Hope you'll have a good day.